Hello dear students, I am Rita Sehgal from BR Global School, Sirsa. As you all are at home due to lockdown, BR Global School is taking all its efforts to provide you with few learning materials so that you can spend your days fruitfully at home. In this initiative, I am here in front of you with class 9th Economics. So let's start with class 9th Economics chapter 1, The Story of Village Palampur, part 1.
Yes, economics. It sounds something new to us, right? कहाँ से आया economics? अभी तक तो नहीं सुना था. So now onwards, it means class 9th onwards. You will have an additional branch of social science to study together with history, geography, civics. The new one is economics. Yes, it is a branch of social science. So before starting with the first chapter of class 9th economics, that is the story of village Palampur, firstly, you should understand the meaning of economics. As I have already said, it is a branch of social science. It studies how people use scarce resources to satisfy unlimited needs and wants. What is scarce resources? Scarce resources means limited resources. Unlimited needs and wants means we as a human we have unlimited needs and wants, but resources to satisfy these needs and wants are limited. So the next problem in front of economics is of making choices. So for making choices we have to prioritize our wants. Okay, understood? For example, if I have one glass of water, I am very thirsty, but I want to wash my face also. So, what should I do? I have only one glass of water, so I have to prioritize my need. So, I will give priority to drinking water. So, I will drink water. Understood? It says we have unlimited needs, unlimited wants, and resources to satisfy these needs and wants are limited. Can you name any limited resource? Land, oil, coal, petroleum. Yes, these are examples of limited resources. So we can say economics is the study of how scarce resources are combined to meet the needs of people in a society of unlimited wants. To satisfy unlimited wants, we have to use our scarce resources judiciously. We have to make their utilization at optimum. Okay, we should not waste our scarce resources. Study this chart. Unlimited wants, limited resources is leads to scarcity. If we want to satisfy our every need and want with limited resources, it will lead to scarcity of resources. So, to tackle the situation of scarcity, we have to make choices. Choices comprises of three things. Firstly, we should decide what to produce, then how to produce, and for whom to produce. For example, if we take a case of farmer will decide what to produce. It depends upon the weather and the nature of soil also. How to produce. There are various methods nowadays. Traditional method, modern farming method. Then for whom to produce. For whom farmers are producing. They are producing for us. We are the consumers of their product. Understood? So with the help of our first chapter, Stories of Village Palampur, we will try to learn some basic concepts of economics. Let's start. The first chapter, the story of village Palampur. The purpose of the story is to introduce some basic concepts relating to production, and this we will do through a story of hypothetical village called Palampur. Yes, it is a fictional story. It will help us in learning some concepts of economics. So before that, we will learn the present scenario of the village Palampur. What is the current status of the village Palampur? So present status of the village Palampur is, it is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. Transport is well developed. Raiganj, a big village, it is 3 kilometers from Palampur. And all weather road connects the village to Raiganj. The village has about 450 families belonging to different castes. The 80 upper caste villagers own the majority land in the village. Their houses are large and made up of bricks with cement plastering. The SCs comprising 1/3 of the population and live in the corner of the village in small houses of mud and straw. Most of the houses have electric connection. Means हमारे गांव में electricity तो आ गई है. It has 2 primary school and 1 high school. Thus, there is a primary health center run by government and 1 private dispensary. The description above shows that Palampur has fairly well developed systems of road, transport, electricity, irrigation, schools and health center. It means our village is well developed. Okay, so when a village word comes to our mind, what is the first thing that strikes us? Yes, the main activity of the villagers must be farming. Yes, same is true with our village Palampur also. The main activity of the village Palampur is farming. 75% of the village population is involved in farming, and the other 25% is busy in non-farming activities. So it means our village depends mainly on farming activities. Have a look at this chart. I have tried to summarize various topics that we will study in this chart. The story of village Palampur, we will study farming activities, non-farming activities, land distribution, factors of production, capital requirements, how they are using their money for the farming purpose, how small farmers are raising their money, how big farmers are using their money. All the topics will be covered in this chapter. The first thing is production. As aim of production is to produce goods and services that we want. There are 4 requirements for the production of goods and services. The first requirement is land and the other natural resources such as water, forest and minerals. As we can see, land is a scarce resource. है ना? हम लैंड बढ़ा सकते हैं क्या? लैंड को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, स्ट्रेच कर सकते हैं हम लैंड को? नहीं ना, लैंड तो फिक्स्ड ही रहेगी. It means land is a scarce resource in process of production. The second factor of production is labor. Labor are the people who can perform all the works. The labor have 2 varieties, skilled labor, some activities that require highly educated laborers to perform necessary tasks, and then non-skilled labors that can be done by illiterate labor also. Okay. Then the third factor of production is physical capital. There are variety of inputs required at every stage during production. So what are the items that come under physical capital? Physical capital can be further divided into 2 parts, fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital are the inputs that can be used in production over many years. For example, tools, machines, buildings. And working capital means? What is working capital? Working capital like money that is required during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Working capital like raw materials that we need during the process of production. The fourth requirement, your fourth factor of production is human capital. Human capital includes knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together the other three requirements. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. These are called factors of production because our production is not possible without these inputs. All the inputs that are required for production are called factors of production. And we have how many factors of production? Land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. So there are 4 factors of production. So in this lecture, we will study till factors of production. Remaining chapter you can have in second part of this tutorial.
Thanks for watching. And in this lockdown period, it's my request to you all, stay at home, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you soon in the school.